Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing my morning winter skincare routine. I will be uploading my nighttime routine next at some point, so stay tuned for that. But I know you guys love these types of videos. It's been a while since I've shared my own personal routines. I think the last time that I shared one was back in the summer, and I generally only switch up my routines like twice a year. So I do one for the winter, I do one for the summer, and then obviously I do like to test products here and there. So I'm always switching things up, but I've been pretty consistent with this routine that I'm gonna be sharing with you today, and I really love it. So let's get right into it. Of course, all of the products that I'm sharing will be linked below for you in my description box, along with discount codes and related videos. I would kindly appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up, and if you could also subscribe and ring that notification bell. All right, so I am 38. I actually just turned 38 in February, and I have combination skin. I am also someone that is very acne prone, and recently I actually developed some breakouts on my cheeks from testing out this new foundation from the drugstore, and I knew it was coming from that. So of course, when I stopped using it, now my face is clearing up. So I am very acne prone. I always have to be cautious on what I use. And when I'm building a skincare routine, I build routines based on hyperpigmentation because I do have a little bit of facial redness. I do have freckles that I try to embrace. They are more prominent in the summer months. And then of course, if I do have any post-acne marks, then I want products to help brighten and fade those areas sooner rather than later. And I'm also always using products to help with early signs of aging and to help prevent as much as possible. So the first product that I generally use in either my morning or nighttime routine, I use this 7 days a week, just so you know. I just started doing this in January because this is a New Year resolution. I am trying to use these two products 7 days a week, and I've actually been using them more in my nighttime routine, but I still like to use it occasionally in my morning. And this is Red Light Therapy. So this is by the brand Maysama, which again, I will link below for you for your reference. I did recently upload my favorite red light therapy devices, so if you want more options on things that I love, again, I will leave that video below for you. But I like the one from Maysama because there are different modes. You can get a red light mode with this one, red plus near infrared, as well as blue, magenta for acne prone. So when I was breaking out from testing out that foundation, I was using the mask a lot on the blue light setting just to dry up those blemishes and to help heal them a lot quicker, and it really does work. So red light therapy is great for stimulating new collagen, elastin, softening fine lines and wrinkles. It can help to give you that brighter complexion, that more even complexion, and it can help to decrease on facial redness. It does a lot more, but those are the key things, and I absolutely love these two products. I use them at the same time. This is a 9-minute treatment, but you can use these for a 1 minute, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, or 9 minutes. It just depends on what you want to do, but I like how there's options with these two. And again, I use this mainly in my nighttime, but I still like to use it sometimes in my morning. So this is the first thing that I use on clean skin. Now, 2 to 3 days per week, I will use the Zip Halo Microcurrent device. Microcurrent helps to stimulate those facial muscles, which helps to give more of that lifted, contoured effect with the facial muscles, but also it helps with blood circulation as well, which will give you that youthful glow and that brighter complexion. With consistency, the results will last even longer. So your skin will look more lifted, it will look more firm, those fine lines will soften in time as well. And I really love my experience with the Zip Halo. I've talked about this quite a bit on my channel. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I used to use the New Face Trinity. I still have it, I just don't use it anymore because I think this is a lot better. The results last longer with this in between treatments, and this is a lot smaller, lighter, and more compact. It's also quicker to use as well. And there is a Zip Beauty app that you can download that's completely free, and there are several tutorials on there, like step-by-step tutorials, and I learn something new every time I go on there. You can even treat your lips to give more plumpness, but also to address lip lines. There are so many ways you can use this, but I generally start from the center of my face and outward, and it's a great way to lift that brow bone as well, and I love it. So again, I will use this 2 to 3 days per week in my morning routine. So let's start the skincare routine. Now, in my morning routine, I personally love to cleanse my skin because sometimes I have a residue left behind from the night before, from whatever I was using. So lately I've been using the Naturium Niacinamide Cleansing Gelée 3%. I'm actually almost done this. And this has been my go-to actually for several months. I was using this back in the fall and I really like it. It's super gentle. It doesn't strip my skin, but it does a really good job to cleanse. And when I'm using my cleanser, I actually like to put a few drops of castor oil in with my cleanser. And recently I uploaded a video all about castor oil and the ways that you can use it. If you want to check out that video, I will leave it below for you, as well as up here. But since I'm in the winter months right now, this is just a great way to add more moisture to my skin. So I've had to pour some of my castor oil into an empty dropper bottle. And so what I do is I just take maybe 1 or 2 drops of this, I put it in with my cleanser, and then of course I cleanse my skin that way and then rinse my skin off. My skin isn't left greasy or sticky or anything. I just have this nice moisture layer. So I've actually already done that prior to filming this video because I'm filming in my bedroom here and this is just way too messy to be doing right here. So just know that I do like to put a little bit of castor oil in with my cleanser, and I actually do this morning and evening. Now I'm going in with the Neon Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. Honestly, I couldn't tell you how long I've been using this product. It's been several years and this still never disappoints. I just love how this decreases all my facial redness. It is also very hydrating. It has a ton of different types of antioxidants to help with signs of aging, but of course to help protect your skin from everyday stressors. So this is something that I use every day, twice a day, and I have been for several years. Like, you guys know how obsessed I am with this. The next product that I'm going to be going in with is the Pharmacy Honey Milk Hydrating Essence. So this product has provitamin B5, panthenol, chamomile, and ceramides. And so I've really been enjoying this for those days where my skin is feeling a little tight, it's lacking hydration, maybe my skin is a little bit more rosy and compromised. This product has truly saved my skin. So of course I like to apply it directly onto my skin with my hands, but if you wanted to apply this to a cotton ball or a cotton round, you could totally do that too. But the way that this makes my skin feel is incredible. Like, I just have this moisture barrier. It's not greasy or sticky. It doesn't have a scent to it. I know the Pharmacy Honey Halo Moisturizer has that honey smell. This doesn't. I thought for sure this would have based on the name, but it doesn't have a scent, and I'm telling you, it keeps your skin barrier in check. So if you love Pharmacy or you're looking for a really nice essence that is milky and hydrating and nourishing, this is a must try. The next product is the Ordinary GF 15% solution. This is actually a new addition that I just started to incorporate in both my morning and nighttime routine since January. So this launched early January, and I've been wanting to use this every day to test the product so that I can give you all an update at a later date, which is coming very soon. That video is coming very soon. I have filmed 2 videos on this already, so if you want to learn more about it and what products you can pair up with growth factors, then I will leave those 2 videos below for you. But so far, so good. Now, GF stands for growth factors, and this one contains 3 plant-based growth factors. So growth factors are great to stimulate new collagen, elastin, improving texture and tone, softening fine lines and wrinkles, and it also has wound healing properties to it. So there are many benefits to growth factors, and this is great for all skin types. So I am going to apply about 4 to 5 drops of this. And I do like to put this on my neck as well, and even around my eye area. I did have somebody ask me if this is something that I do put underneath my eyes, and yes, I do. Now, of course, we should all be cautious on what we put around the eye area because we're all different, and the skin is just so thin and delicate. But I believe this is a very gentle, hydrating serum, and I've had no issues so far. So why not put that underneath my eyes? And I just hope I get the results that I'm looking for, right? So of course, consistency is key. You want to be consistent with your skincare to see results. but I have high hopes for this serum, and I really love the way that it makes my skin feel. It's thin like water, so it absorbs into the skin so nicely. It's not sticky or tacky, and I've never experienced pilling with this serum either, and it truly sits nicely with other skincare products, but you do have to be cautious on what you pair up with it. So again, if you want to learn how you can use this and what products would be the best for achieving maximum results, then go and check out my video. So the next product is The Ordinary Multi-Peptide plus Copper Peptides 1%. I love this with growth factors. This pairing is truly a powerhouse with one another because they basically target the same thing. So copper peptides will help to stimulate collagen, elastin, firming the skin, softening fine lines and wrinkles. Growth factors can do very similar things. So this pairing is one of the best for signs of aging. So I'm going to be using the copper peptides because this is what I have been using the most during this winter, but I do still occasionally use my vitamin C serum. And the one that I love is the Timeless 20% vitamin C. But when I'm using this in my morning routine, I do not use growth factors or copper peptides because according to The Ordinary, they don't recommend for you to use copper peptides or growth factors with pure forms of vitamin C, ascorbic acid. If you're using a vitamin C derivative, then you could use either one of these with it, but they don't suggest to use it if you're using a pure form of vitamin C. So if I decide to use this, I'm skipping these two that morning. So like I said, I'm gonna be using The Ordinary Copper Peptide, but I also really love Niod Copper Amino Slate Serum, the Biosauce Copper Peptide Serum. There are several that I love. I will link them below for you. But this one from The Ordinary is the one that I use the most because number one, it's quite affordable and I just love the performance. It is very hydrating. It never pills with skincare products. I love the results that I see with this serum specifically, and I just love how nourishing it is on the skin as well. So great for all skin types. I also put this underneath my eyes as well. I've never experienced issues, so I'm gonna continue what I've been doing. And like I said, it's a great serum for signs of aging. It really does firm up the skin a lot faster than regular peptide serums, in my opinion, and of course, from my experience. The next product is Niod Fractionated Eye Contour Concentrate. Now, really, I don't necessarily have to apply this to the eye area because I've already applied the growth factors serum as well as the copper peptide serum. But I am somebody that wakes up puffy almost every single morning around my eyes, and this is one of my go-to eye serums to depuff. But not only does it help to depuff, it's great for those that have dark circles, fine lines and wrinkles, crow's feet, crepiness, texture. You're lacking that brightness around the eyes. This is great for all of those skin concerns. There's several types of peptides in here, antioxidants. It's wonderful. And it's also very hydrating. So I am going to still use this because, like I said, most mornings I'm puffy. So this is what I am using no matter what. And you don't need much, just one little drop on your finger, and that will be enough for both of your eyes because less is more when it comes to the eye area, and this spreads really nicely. It is lightweight, it doesn't interfere with makeup or sunscreen. It's very nourishing as well, and I love it. I've been using this eye serum for a very long time, and although I do have some other favorite eye serums that I do quite enjoy using, I haven't found anything that has compared to this serum, so that's why I keep using it. It's not a cheap product, but it will last you a long time, especially if you're just using one little drop for both of your eyes. And sometimes I will use this twice a day, but I mainly use this in my morning routine. I should also mention that sometimes I will use the Dermatology Brightening Eye Masks to depuff my under eyes. So if I want to skip on the Niod Eye Serum, then I will use these instead, and they are fabulous. They are also very hydrating. They can also target dark circles, fine lines and wrinkles, and to give that brighter appearance underneath the eyes. And these are the best of the best. I haven't found anything that has performed better than these. Series. I do have a 20% off discount code that you can apply to this or anything else from Dermatology. But if you don't want to spend the money on the Neod Eye Serum, then these work just as good. Now I'm gonna go in with beef tallow. This has been my go-to since December. I started using beef tallow just before the holiday season, and this has been my go-to ever since for both my morning and nighttime skincare routines. Now, I did film a video all about beef tallow, the benefits, the uses, and where it comes from, how it's made in a separate video. So if you haven't seen it, then I'm gonna leave it below for you as well as up here. I realized that beef tallow isn't for everyone. If you're a vegan, you will wanna stay away from beef tallow, and I can appreciate that. And you know, I know it sounds weird putting beef fat on your skin. I know it sounds weird, and I was a little hesitant myself, but when I tried this for the very first time, I saw a difference right away. I kid you not. And this is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money. I'm actually almost done this. I'm gonna have to buy another one very soon, but I can't believe how this has kept my skin so nourished and moisturized this winter. This has been one of the coldest winters that we've had in several years, and it doesn't matter what moisturizer I generally use, I still feel tight. I still feel uncomfortable. I have flakiness. This has kept my skin tight free. Like I got movement to my face where I don't feel tight, and I've barely had any flakiness this year as well. My redness has also subsided a lot since using beef tallow. There's a lot of benefits to this. And again, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's wonderful. It really is. And I'm going to be using this today. But if I feel like skipping beef tallow, then I've actually been using the Drunk Elephant Bora Barrier Repair Cream. This has a lot of different butters, and it's been wonderful for the winter months as well. So sometimes I will use this in the morning, or I'll use beef tallow. And surprisingly, this sits great underneath sunscreen and makeup. Who would have thought? It makes my skin look amazing. So I'm going in with this today because I told you guys that I would do a video of me putting this on my skin. And this does not have fragrance. I just want you to know that. Like, there's no natural scent. There's nothing. There's absolutely no scent to this. This is the brand called Own Skin Co., which is a Canadian brand in British Columbia. Obviously, there are so many beef tallow products in the market, but have a look at that ingredient list because they're not all made the same. Some brands will add additional ingredients in there. They will add fragrance. The only two ingredients in here is 100% grass-fed and finished beef tallow, as well as organic jojoba seed oil, and that's it. And with this brand, you can purchase fragranced options, but I chose the nude, which is unscented, and it's wonderful. I absolutely cannot get enough of this. So I'm just going to scoop a little bit onto my fingers. So this is a whipped beef tallow, and I like to warm it up in my fingers first, just to melt the product down like that. And then, of course, I like to spread this evenly across the skin. A little bit goes a long way with beef tallow, honestly. It takes a while to kind of spread it across the skin, but once it warms up on your skin, it just spreads and melts right into the skin. And I use this as an eye cream. I put this right underneath my eyes, underneath that brow bone. Like I said, this never interferes with sunscreen or with makeup. It really is lovely. Of course, once I apply this, I will wait a good half an hour or so before going in with sunscreen, just to allow this to absorb and dry down just a little bit. You have this glow. You just see that immediate difference with your skin. If you have any redness, it does help to calm down your irritated skin, and that little glow will shine through your sunscreen and makeup as well, and your skin just looks so healthy. It's like that glow from within. So of course, the last step is to apply sunscreen. There isn't one sunscreen that I've necessarily been the most consistent with, as I do like to switch up my sunscreens depending on what I feel like using. So today I thought I would go in with the Color Science Total Protection No Show Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50. This is all mineral, by the way, but I also really love the Dr. Dennis Gross Mineral Sunscreen. There are several that I like. This isn't tinted, just so you know, so if you are looking for a tinted option, they do have the Color Science Flex line, which I am a huge fan of. I have both the fair and medium shades, and I generally mix the two together. Those are awesome, but if you want something that is untinted, then this would be your go-to. So of course, I'm just gonna do the 2-finger rule here. I'm actually not going out today, so I'm not going to apply too much, but I'm still in front of a window, and remember that UV exposure is still coming through. So I'm just going to apply just a little bit here, just to ensure that I have that protection. Oh, I got Berkeley fur on my face. Isn't that something? I struggle with that on a daily. I always have Berkeley fur on my face. I'm sure you guys can relate if you have animals. I remember living at home. My mom had Himalayan cats, and well, she still does, but she has new ones now. And hair, always on the face, especially when you have like your skincare just freshly done. You know, you can feel it, but you can't exactly get it off your face. That's the worst. But yeah. And I really like this sunscreen because it's very moisturizing, but at the same time, it really doesn't leave a cast on my fair skin. And there are several sunscreens that do leave a cast on my skin. This one does not. So it does blend in really nicely. Of course, if you do have a darker skin tone, there's always that possibility. But this one is actually quite nice. There's no fragrance, and it's great for all skin types. It's not greasy either, which I can appreciate. And this is a sunscreen that sits really nicely underneath foundation and different makeup. So I am a big fan of this one, but of course I really love the Dr. Dennis Gross SPF 30 sunscreen. There are so many. I mean, I can link some of my favorites below for you if you want some options, but this one really is fabulous. And for the lips, I'm going to be using the Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Peptide Gloss Balm. This is very nourishing, and it does help to plump up your lips as well. You can pair this up with tinted lip products if you want to. Pair this up on top of a lip liner. There is a very sheer tint. Honestly, I don't see anything on my lips when I use this. It is so sheer, but I love how moisturizing it is, and it stays on your lips for a long period of time, which I really like. So if you're someone that drinks and talks a lot, you know, you're eating, I don't find it comes off. Like, it stays on your lips, and within a couple of minutes, like, your lips feel a lot more plump as well. So I'm a big fan of this. I really like it. And that is my morning winter skincare routine. So these are the products that I've been using. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found it helpful. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask away in that comment section. Remember, I will be uploading my nighttime routine next, so stay tuned. But everything that I shared today, including discount codes and all of those related videos, will be linked below for you in my description box. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.